you knew for weeks now that you would vote against Bill 96. Why did you wait until the last minute to announce it?
Two reasons. First of all, it's been debated, so we had to talk it over. And second point, we had to make all the efforts possible so that the 5 points that we consider are essential, that the door be open until the end for a last-minute change. Those changes are Bill 101 applied to CEGEPs. It is the bilingual status of cities in Quebec, the French language for immigrants when they arrive in Quebec, the culture, and the mere fact of measuring the results of that bill, measuring the evolution of the French language. So those points we tried as much as we could. We didn't want to shut the door because there was still little hope. Now I think we can say that it is what it is, and we need to make a decision.
Do you think it, at the beginning of this process, Mr. Jolin Barrette had hoped for a wider consensus, had hoped for a even unanimous vote in the House? You know, with the symbolic need, with what that means symbolically. Do you think the bill still has credibility, given that now the Liberals and you, for different reasons, of course, are voting against?
Well, the CAQ government likes to make its own promotion, its own marketing. So they have a tendency to say that everything they do is in a historical moment. The problem for Jolin Barrette's ambition is the lack of collaboration within his caucus, but also the fact that we heard experts. And when all these experts come and say, this bill is not going to reverse the tendency, it's not going to do the job, then it's very difficult for Jolin Barrette to tell everyone that this is a success, because at some point, expertise, facts matter. It's not only about marketing.
So you can't condone the bill. You can't give it moral support at all.
Well, if we do, it will help the CAQ mislead the population as to the true nature of that bill. So we need to say the truth, even if it might be a bit controversial. We need to tell the people what it is really, and what it is that the experts told us. What they say is not true. In the same way that they were bragging this weekend on Twitter, saying that they are the best government and environment Quebec has never seen in its history. It's not true. What they say is really disconnected from reality. And we have a duty to tell people exactly what it is, to tell people the truth, and to tell people that they can ask for more so that we guarantee a sustainability of the French language over time in Quebec.
You are a lawyer yourself. You read the bill from A to Z. Yeah. For a lot of lawyers, it's not well written.
No.
not clear enough. So you have people on the English community that has fears on health and social services because it's not clear enough.
Yes.
You have newcomers and people working for newcomers that do have fear. It's not clear enough. Yeah. You have people in the business sector with the OQLF's new powers that are frustrated. Everybody seems to be frustrated, and you are frustrated.
And it looks a lot like this story. In 74, Lévesque said, not only it's not going far enough, this Bill 22, but it's putting a whole lot of administrative measures that are not very good for the Anglophone community, that are not necessarily fair. And we have the same impression, that because they don't have the courage to make decisions on structural and important measures, they put a ton of red tape that will create complications, and we're worried, and we hear Anglophones when they say it's a lot of administrative measures, a lot of blurry statements in the law. I think it is a genuine, a legitimate criticism. So it's not going far enough, but it's also creating burdens that are unproductive because it doesn't create any protection for the French language.
They're bringing back 1974. Is that a good thing?
It looks like 74 in many ways.